How are we doing, everyone, on this beautiful Friday evening? Hi James, hi Ian, hi Paul, hi Jerry. Hope everyone's doing well. Thanks ever so much for joining us. We'll just wait a few minutes while we see everyone else come and join this this live. Hi Rob, how you doing? Hi Mark. Hope everyone's well. I enjoyed that family quiz night, James. We usually do ours on a Saturday evening. So we'll just wait another minute or so for other people to join. Yeah, I'm not doing too badly, thank you. The sunshine is making life a little bit easier. So no, it's all not too bad, thank you. Hi Amy, hope you're well. Hi Ian. Good to see people joining us. So this week's session, so welcome to week 2 of the A Stroke of Luck Friday live sessions. This week we are focused particularly around changing the landscape for stroke survivors through the use of stroke-specific exercises. I don't know whether people saw, but the announcement via the World Stroke Organization a month ago or so, announcing that A Stroke of Luck was changing our strategy. Because of COVID-19, it was imperative that we were able to get into the homes of stroke survivors and support them with ongoing recovery journey. And the only way of doing that is through the use of technology. So we went away, we created our first pilot video, which got some really good positive feedback, and then that built some structure around what we're going to be looking to do next. So over the course of the last 3 weeks, as an organisation, we've been planning our next steps around this, and I'm delighted to say that we got some fantastic news. I have been liaising with the Stroke Association, and we have agreed this week a partnership to work together to co-create and co-produce stroke-specific exercise videos for the benefit of stroke survivors across the UK and further beyond. So we'll be doing some PR around this. As I say, this is something that's been building for the last 3 weeks or so. And it's fantastic for us. We built a great team of experts who are busy creating the content at the moment. So yeah, I'm delighted to say that the partnership between A Stroke of Luck and the Stroke Association is now agreed, and we're looking to launch the first phase of videos over the course of the next 2 weeks. So keep an eye on our social. We'll be announcing the dates that the videos will be released. Now, as you can imagine, with stroke survivors, there's a whole spectrum of us, me being one myself, where you've got those that have really struggle with mobility and struggle with function, and those that have got good range of motion and good function. So we're creating, each one of our videos is going to be specific to each person along that stroke survivor spectrum. So we're really working hard to make sure that we've got a comprehensive suite of videos for the benefit of stroke survivors. Okay, part of today's session is only going to be 20 minutes or so, but we've got 3 of our experts who have agreed to come on and have a bit of a Q&A with me. And I'm just going to try and bring in the first one of our experts, which is Becky. So here we go, Becky. I'm just trying to the live session. Sorry for my heat. I'm in the conservatory and it's absolutely baking.
Hello.
Hello, Becky. How are you?
Hi, I'm really well, thank you. Really well.
Welcome to the A Stroke of Luck second ever Friday live session. We did the first one last week where we had a celebration for our first birthday. Hi, Emily. Hi, Rochelle. And yeah, this is our second one. And you're our first expert to come and join the live session. So welcome.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all well.
I thought this would be a really good opportunity. I've just obviously announced the fact that we're in partnership with the Stroke Association to be co-creating. Yeah, it's great. And co-producing this stroke-specific exercise content. And as a neurophysio for the last 18 years or so, you're going to be a key player in creating this content, Becky. So really, it's just an opportunity for you to give a little bit of background on your experience. And then there's a question that I'm going to ask you in a second or so. But if I pass over to you just to chat freely about your experience, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course, no worries. Well, hi, I'm Becky, and yeah, I've been a physio, as Craig said, for 18 years. And before I was even a physio, I was working with people who've had strokes and neurological conditions as a physio assistant. So actually, I've had much more experience than the 16 years qualified neuro experience I've had over the last 16 years. So yeah, I've worked in acute hospital settings, hyperacute settings, via thrombolysis and all sorts of treatments, right the way through the spectrum, through rehab wards to the community spectrum as well, and now working in a private sector where I'm seeing people who've had a stroke or other neurological conditions within their own homes to get them stronger, fitter, and ultimately to get them to do more for themselves, which is what we all want, independence.
Yeah, brilliant. And at the moment, because of the lockdown, it's becoming more challenging, isn't it, for people like you to support people on their recovery journey? So
yeah, absolutely. So
yeah,
I'm doing
so the ability, yeah. Yeah, well, it's fantastic to have you as part of the team. Really privileged and really proud that you've agreed to come on board as one of our experts. So
really
one of the
exciting
questions that we got in this week, Becky, was a question around kind of gym equipment. So we announced that we were going to be doing these stroke-specific exercise videos, and I completely understand that there may be some anxiety amongst stroke survivors thinking, well, I'm in the home, can I take part in these? So a question I'm just going to ask you that came, so are people able to engage with the exercises that a Stroke of Luck and a Stroke Association are going to be building without any gym equipment at home?
Yeah, absolutely. We want to engage as many people who have had a stroke as possible. So it's going to range from all sorts of exercises, and everyone's going to be enabled to do these exercises, whether you are sitting in a wheelchair or whether you're up and walking and running about. Everybody is going to be able to participate in these exercises, and you don't need any gym equipment at all.
Good.
If you have got some stuff at home like TheraBands and bands, great, we might be able to incorporate that, but we can use home equipment, we can use chairs, we can use stairs, we can use deodorant bottles or a can of beans for a resistance. We can use absolutely anything to get you guys moving and to get you fitter and stronger. So no, you don't need any gym equipment at all. We will be your guides of what home equipment that you can use.
Fantastic, fantastic. So as I say, we're looking to launch these videos over the course of the next 2 weeks, and I know on the Inside Track that you're creating the first video. We've got our first kind of 5. We're packaging them up, and we've got our first 5 ironed out. I'm not going to announce what they are at the moment, but we'll announce those over the coming days. But just to say that the exercise videos, we're not doing like an hour's exercise at home because we understand that people will disengage from that. So the exercise videos that we're creating are going to be between 10 and 15 minutes in length, aren't they? They're going to be breaks in between for people to reflect on what they've learned.
Absolutely. So yeah, we're looking at between probably around 10 minutes ish with 2-minute segments. So we'll be able to show you different types of exercise for different abilities, give you some coaching points and some tips and handy hints along the way. And these will progress as we go on with the videos with certain themes. And as we said, we'll announce those as the weeks go on, with hopefully at the end be able to give you like a 10-minute full body workout. So you can progress through each workout, progress through each theme. So by the end, you'll be able to work out for 10 minutes, regardless whether you are sitting in a chair or up, standing, running about. So it's going to be a real progressive type of exercise program according to what ability you are, and you'll be able to get to choose that. So we'll give you clear clarification on what exercise will suit you best.
Brilliant. So I've just noticed a question come in, Becky, from Paul, saying, will the videos cover different stages of recovery? Do you mind if I pass that question to you to answer? Is that right?
Yeah, of course. So as I've briefly covered, we will be having different stages of your recovery within the exercise videos. So the videos will cover a broad spectrum of abilities. So whether, as I said, regardless of whether you have actually just come out of hospital or have been 5 years down the line, whether you are still in a wheelchair and need some support and some assistance, or whether you are like Craig, you know, able to walk 10k or, you know, have a run down the road. These exercises will cover the broad spectrum, and we will guide you through each type of exercise and what exercise will benefit for you at what type of stage of recovery you are at what time.
Fantastic. Thanks for that. Well, Becky, it's, as I said at the very beginning, it's a pleasure to have you as part of the team. I feel privileged and honoured for you to be in the Stroke of Luck team creating this stroke-specific exercise content. Hopefully you'll stay on this live session. I'm just going to kind of wave goodbye to you now and bring in our next expert, if that's all right. But
yeah, no worries.
Have a fantastic weekend. And thank you very much, Becky. Okay, so I'm just going to bring in our next expert, and the next expert to come in is a chap called Rob. Rob created the first kind of pilot video that we had at A Stroke of Luck that you may have seen on our YouTube and website. Rob, how you doing?
How you doing? Very well. How are you, Craig?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm good, thank you. Thanks for agreeing to have a chat with us this evening. Really appreciate it. It's similar with Becky, mate. Thanks ever so much for agreeing to be one of the experts on the Stroke of Luck and Stroke Association stroke-specific exercise content, because we really are changing the landscape for stroke survivors, especially at this critical time at the moment where, you know, social distancing and lockdown is a real challenge.
Yeah, mate. I mean, honestly, mate, it's an absolute privilege. I'm honest to do it. It's going to be, it's going to be a massive program, and hopefully can change a lot of lives. So.
Yeah, I think so. Hopefully it's going to be really positive. So wanted to just give you the opportunity, just kind of a couple of minutes just to talk about your experience, Rob, if that's okay.
Yeah, so being a strength and conditioning coach, my career started with professional football. So I worked within that for a few years. Once I kind of felt like I achieved all I could achieve there, I went into lecturing. So I lectured sports science, biomechanics, anatomy and physiology, strength and conditioning at degree level as well. From there, I'm one of these people, I can't just have one job. So I like to have my fingers in a lot of pies. So I then, when I did strength and conditioning coaching in schools, colleges, went over to North London, worked with a professional tennis club over there as well. Got to the point where I felt like I needed to educate myself a little bit more if I wanted to make a next step. So I went and did my master's degree in clinical exercise physiology, and then
very good.
Be really kind of blunt about it, got fed up of working for other people. So I then, when in 2017, started my own clinic that working with injury prevention, recovery, rehabilitation, focusing primarily on musculoskeletal type stuff.
Yeah.
But then as time kind of went on, I started to, I'm not going to say specialise, but I started to include and incorporate special population work. So I work with Great Ormond Street and the Coolville Children's Charity, where I do the physical redevelopment for children with cerebral palsy.
Brilliant.
Other kind of conditions like Bell's palsy as well, hemiplegia. Within that, it's quite a lot of neurological type work within that as well. Also, the children with Coolville Charity, a lot of them are ASD based, so the autistic spectrum. So I work with those as well, doing some kind of cognitive redevelopment as well.
Yeah, brilliant.
And, yeah, so to now be involved in this is, it's fantastic, and starting my PhD soon as well. So hopefully,
busy guy.
Implementing some of that stuff in there as well. But no, I'm absolutely buzzing about it, mate. It's gonna be brilliant.
That's brilliant. And whether people have seen our announcement on social and also on the website, you recently were brought into the NHS to support them during this COVID-19 crisis. So I think it'd be really good for people to just get a little bit of a flavour of what you were doing and kind of the experience that you had.
So this is the first time I've ever been working on ward. I've worked with hospital referrals, been a referral clinic for, like I said, Great Ormond Street, and a local private hospital as well, but I've never actually been on ward. So it's been a massive culture shock for me. That is an absolute certainty. Seeing it firsthand, I mean, I'll hold my hands up and say when the COVID thing first started going around, I did think it was a bit of a hype. So I was maybe a little bit cavalier about it, but being involved with it firsthand, you kind of see the severity of it, and I think the whole situation is it's one I never thought I'd be involved in, but to be
Yeah.
involved in it firsthand and being a support worker for duty doctors is, again, to be honest, it is a bit of an honour, because I am involved in it directly. Not to the extent the doctors are. I'm not going to claim to be a doctor, but hopefully one day. But to be doing their support work, doing the physiological testing, being an observation, doing vital testing, and creating interventions is, it's something I absolutely love doing. So to be part of that is absolutely fantastic.
Well, it's great to have you and the experience that you've got, and working with other charities that you have, working with Great Ormond Street Hospital, and the kind of pathway that you've created for people that have gone through trauma and through their recovery journey. It's great to have you on board, Rob, and thanks ever so much for agreeing to be part of the Stroke of Luck team.
And like I said, it's my absolute privilege. Can't wait to get started.
Good stuff. Well, I'll say bye to you for now. Thanks ever so much for doing this, and chat to you soon, mate.
Will do. Take it easy, buddy.
Cheers.
Thanks, mate.
Okay, great to see lots of people joining us. Hi, Nick. Hi, Steve. Hi, Damon. Hi, Ben. So just going to bring in the third expert that's coming on, and this is Jim. I met Jim probably 2 or 3 months ago or so. Hi, Jim. How you doing?
Hey, mate. You okay?
Yeah, very well, thank you. So I met Jim, as I was saying, 2 or 3 months ago, pre-COVID-19 lockdown. Jim's relatively local to me, so we had a coffee in a coffee shop, and I talked about my kind of plan for around stroke-specific exercise content videos. Jim absolutely aligned with this, because he's been working with people with neurological disorders and challenges, so stroke survivors, for a number of years. So Jim, just going to kind of pass the baton over to you, if that's okay, mate, just to give a little bit of background around your experience.
Okay, so yeah, about the last 8 years, I've been working with stroke or neuro rehab. It's normally people that come and see me are people who have finished the NHS rehabilitation, physio. So I'll be the next step for them when there's not really a lot of the people don't know where to go. A lot of it's very much the physical side of it. So working with strength, balance, coordination, that kind of area. Getting people up. Everyday tasks is massive, obviously, so getting them less reliant on carers or family, so they're capable of doing a lot more on their own.
So really trying to lead someone through a recovery process that gives them a level of independence.
Yes, so it shows them, definitely independence. It shows them techniques, to work with, say, if there's falls, if they're in busy areas, crowded areas where they may be nervous. So we build the confidence as well. It's not just the physical, it's building that confidence and being able, as I say, to get on and do things themselves and have confidence in doing that themselves.
Absolutely. And one of the critical things, and one of the key things that is part of our brand and part of our charity, is we want to support survivors in life after stroke. And it's firmly my belief, with my background, in my degree, that physical wellness equals most of the time mental wellness. And we want to support people on that recovery journey, to support their physical, mental and emotional well-being. And the fact that we've got people like you, people like Rob and Becky, who have got the skills and the attributes and the experience to be able to build this very, very rich stroke specific exercise content, I think is going to be a huge benefit to stroke survivors, say, across the UK and beyond. And with the reach of the Stroke Association as well, and the competencies and expertise they've got, and their sheer size, we're gonna really have some positive impact, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be massive.
It is. And so the question I want to put to you is, you've worked with a number of people over the last 7 or 8 years. If you had to pick your greatest achievement, and you don't need to name the survivor, but if you had to pick your single greatest achievement with one of your clients, what would that be?
A lady who was told she wasn't going to walk again, and she'd been in a wheelchair, I think, for a year or two. She got up and did a Sefton Park 1K for charity. And that was brilliant to watch. Yeah, there's actually been a couple, you'd never get the arm back, you'll never get the leg back, you won't walk. We've got them up, whether it's just 5 meters or 1K, as I say, Sefton Park walk.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant. I think
That's incredible.
everyone, yeah.
And they're the kind of success stories because, you know, we want everybody to achieve what they're capable of doing. And you know, unfortunately with stroke, so many people identify themselves as a stroke victim. And what I mean by that is their lookout on life is a bit clouded, it's a bit negative, and it's not been able to see the wood for the trees. And my hope is that we're able to change mindset to say, well, actually, everybody that's had a stroke is a survivor. And let's try and support each other by really pushing those boundaries so we can be like the client that you had that was wheelchair bound, that was able to then get up out of the wheelchair and walk the 1 kilometre to do, you know, around Sefton Park for charity. I mean, they're unbelievably good success stories, aren't they?
Yes, brilliant.
Yeah.
It was Croxteth Park, sorry, my fault, not
Croxteth
Sefton.
Park.
Crocky Park, yeah. But yeah, brilliant.
Brilliant, brilliant. Okay, views on game-based fitness activities like kinetic-based clinical. Right, okay, we've got a question here. So please share views on game-based fitness activities like kinetic-based clinical exercise games rehab. Have you got any experience of that, Jim, or should we ask Becky to respond to that one, because we can do that post this call?
Yeah, we can share that out. Becky might be better on that.
I think Becky would probably be more appropriate to answer that, being a neuro physio.
Yep.
So if that's okay, we'll take that question back and then we'll ping you a direct message with an answer to that question. I see Bex has given 2 hands up. She's acknowledged, so we've passed the ball on that one. Okay, well, Jim, thanks ever so much for agreeing to be part of the Stroke Alert team. As I said to Becky and to Rob, I'm incredibly proud and honoured to be working with you, and thank you very much, mate.
And me, brilliant. Cheers,
right,
Craig.
Take care.
See you, everyone. Bye.
Cheers. Okay, so hopefully that's given you a bit of a flavour about the people that are part of our expert team. We have got others as well, and we'll do an intro to those. We didn't want to make the live too long, but we believe we're in an exciting phase. As I say, the partnership with the Stroke Association for us is huge. We are just over a year old. We celebrated our year birthday last week, and the pace in which we're moving as a charity is significant because we believe we've got the skills, because of people like Jim, Rob and Becky, to really create a positive future for stroke survivors. So kind of here ends week 2's live session. We're going to be doing this every Friday, so please join us every Friday at 6:30. The theme will change week on week, but it'd be good so we can start to get a Q&A session going. As I say, this will be a regular thing. So all that's left from me to say is thanks for joining. I hope it's been a benefit to you. Have a superb bank holiday weekend and stay safe. And I'll look forward to speaking to you all soon. And sorry, just one question. Steve just asked a question, no appearance from Rolf. I don't know whether people have seen, but I've got quite a big dog that made national news this week. He's got his own Instagram page, Rolf_official, if anyone wants to have a look at him. He's the ambassador dog for A Stroke of Luck, and yeah, he's gained a little bit of traction, so much so that TV have inquired about his services. So yeah, if anyone's interested in looking at my relatively famous dog over the last week, then please check him out. I say, stay safe, have a fantastic weekend, and thanks ever so much, guys. Thanks for joining. Take care. Bye bye.